Hey guys, what's going on today? BOJoeKO here, and we are back with our Vancouver Canucks GM mode. So, last episode we took it up to, I believe, the day before the trade deadline, and we did make our trades. We got rid of Kevin Bieksa, we got rid of Radim Verbata, and we also got rid of Yannick Hansen, and we picked up some pretty good players in the process. I mean, we got Cam Fowler, who was that offensive defenseman that we were looking for. We got a first-round pick for the Verbata deal, and we also picked up Alex Chasen from the Ottawa Senators, I believe, for Yannick Hansen and some other stuff as well. So I don't believe we edited our lines last time, so I think I'm going to do that right now. Just edit up the lines. I'm going to call up the people who I think I want to call up, and I think we'll be ready to go about doing that. So, let's see. So, yeah, Sedin, Nyquist. Yeah, okay, so Yannick Weber's not going to be playing there. I think Yannick Weber will be... Oh, he's the extra defenseman. That's right. So, we're going to need to go to roster moves, and we're going to need to call up... I believe we're going to call up Nicholas Jensen. If I do believe so myself. Let me see. Let me just sort it by overalls. Sort it by... can't do it by forwards. Alright, so I'll just do all skaters then. In the system, I believe... Let's see. Overalls here. Nicholas Jensen. Yep, we're going to call up Nicholas Jensen to the team. Okay, and we're going to edit our lines again. Now that Nicholas Jensen is up here on the team, we're going to replace Yannick Weber. And for Wickstrand, I don't think we need him up here. For Nicholas Jensen, we're going to address him. And that means Weber. Wherever the hell Yannick Weber is. Where is he? Jensen. Nicholas Jensen, there you go. Substitute. Okay, and then that means, let me see. Let me just go to substitute for a minute. And let me make sure I scratch Yannick Weber. Wherever the hell he's at. There he is. Scratch Yannick Weber. There we go, and I think we should be good. Okay, so we're going to have Sedin, Nyquist, Jensen, Bonino, Johansson, Chasen, Matthias, Cassian, Jeffrey Richardson, Dorsett. That's good for me. Defense, we're going to have Hamhuis and Edler. I'm going to put Alexander Edler there. Fowler and Spiza, Stanton and Tanev. And then, obviously, the goaltenders, Ryan Miller and Eddie Lack. Okay, so let me just... do special teams first. No, that's special teams are actually fine. Actually, leave Cassian on the first. No. We want the goose to be loose on the first line, and then we want. I do think I want to play Jensen here. Give him some time on the power play. Why not? I wish I could see his name. There he is. Changing that current lineup. There you go. Power play 1, 4-man power play. We can leave that with the Sedin's Nyquist there. Penalty kills. So Bonino, Matthias, Richardson, Sedin. Yeah, that's fine. 3-man penalty kill. Bonino, Richardson. Yep. Okay, that's good. I think we're all good with the line changes. Everybody is where they need to be. Let me see roster moves. I think there was a guy who was up here that doesn't need to be up here. Wickstrand. Who are you? Wickstrand, you are a top 4 low overall potential player. Yeah, we can send him down. And then waiver eligible for him. And there we go. Okay, so Wickstrand gets sent back down. Lines are all good. And let me check out progress reports. See if anybody has progressed all that much yet. Fowler has gotten 2. Tanev has gotten 1. I think that's just about it. Attributes modified, yeah, it's just Fowler and Tanev right now. In the system, though, yeah, look at that. All the in the system guys are starting to get up there. Cedar Holmes up by 16. Mallet, Jordan Subban, even though he's not... Is he signed? No, he's not signed, I don't think so. But he's still getting experience, I think, in the juniors. Walker Shinkrook's getting better, which is good. Jarrett McCann's getting better. Gaunts, Fox, Vertinen, Frankie Corrado, Krill Kavanaugh, Rodin, Zaleski, Wickstrand's down there, Archibald, Vey. Yeah, so they're all getting some experience, which is good. Let me see in the system goaltenders. Nothing for Carell and Erickson yet. But oh well. So the players are getting better slowly and surely. Have our lines edited. Now we can just basically simulate till the end of the season. And yeah, we'll simulate to the end of the season. And then I think that we'll let the computer do the drafting for us. And we should be good. I'll talk about the drafting things as we go through the next couple months here. All right, so we're in March, I think. March, April. Yeah, so April. So we want to simulate up to this date. Okay, so we know we're just going to let the simulation run here. We know we're not a playoff team, so nothing we have to worry about here. But here's where I want to get some information from you guys. Now, I'm not going to... I know a bunch of people have already made this switch over from NHL 15 on the next gen to NHL 15 on the old gen for GM mode, just because it's a much familiar system. People know how to play it, and it's obviously a lot more maneuverable. It's easy to maneuver around in the system. But as you guys may or may not know from a video or some news on EA's website, that the new, I believe, NHL 15 GM mode updates, I believe, are coming later this month, which will implement the draft into the GM mode. So when that comes out, I need to get some opinions from you guys on what do you want to see happen with the GM mode. Do you want to see us restart it, or in essence, I could basically simulate the first year, do exactly all the same trades, but make it up to the draft. I don't remember exactly when the where were we just at? We were at the QMJHL, right? Yeah, let's go back to the W. And let's go for the WHL for 6 weeks. Sure, for forwards. So, like I said, we can do two things. We could simulate. We can start over with the Vancouver Canucks GM mode, even though it really wouldn't make much sense. Or I could simulate a full year, do all the exact same trades, and wherever we end up, and then we could start the draft from right there. So that's what you guys will have to decide for me in the comments below. Or if not, if we don't want to do that, we could just continue along with this one, just see how we play. Because I mean, I'm perfectly fine with computer drafting. For me, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. But, you know, we should have been losing some more games here, but now we're starting to win some. We've had a much better winning record this month. Come on, Vancouver. We're supposed to be not supposed to be a playoff team. Oh my God, we're winning games here. Wanted to get a low draft pick for a reason, but now we're starting to win games here. I don't know what the heck is going on. Oh my God, we're winning games. If we can be around 500, I don't think we're a playoff team, but still. I'll check it at the end of the month. Crazier shite has indeed happened, but I still don't think we're a playoff team. 31, 35, and 8 with almost 40 regulation losses. We're not a playoff team. But it should be interesting. I definitely want to see how the rookies will get better. I want to see how Nyquist will improve playing with the Sedins. I do also want to see how big of a drop some of our players might get, you know, like Ryan Miller or the Sedins, depending on how good or bad of a season they had. But 33, 36, and 37 and 8, so we can technically finish around 500 if we win out all these 4 games, but I would rather want to lose them. You know, get around 40 regulation losses. There you go. There's 1 to the Jets. Come on, lose these next 3 games against LA, Arizona, and Edmonton. Come on, Vancouver. Up there you go. 6-2 loss against the Kings. There we go. Would love 41 regulation losses on the year. That'd be pretty solid. All right, Arizona, 500 team. There's 1 and 1 more. Come on. Finish out the year on a 5-game losing streak. That would be lovely. And there you go. 8-3 loss against Edmonton. I had all of our rookies in, and we still lose the game. But there we go. So there is the first year for the Vancouver Canucks. Done and did. 33, 41, and 8. So looking pretty good. Last team in our division, if I do believe so. Yes, indeed we are. And regular season has ended for the Canucks. Whoops. I don't know what the heck they wanted me to do there. Simulate that. Yeah, it probably has to go through all that crap. Crappity crap. Alright, so let's go check out. I should have went to stats. Should have went to stats because it's on the first page because I forget that all the time. Alright, stats. We'll check it all out. Let's go take a look at the player stats so far for this season. Oh, it's not actually going to show me. Never mind, it is going to show me, so it's just a little bit laggy. Alright, so forward-wise. Alright, sorted by points, so there we go. So both of the Sedins getting around 60 points each this year. Not terrible, not great, but as you guys can see, Henrik Sedin's dropped down to an 87. Daniel Sedin is down to an 88. So I think they were both 89. Were they both 89 or were they both 88? I forget, but I think Henrik dropped a little bit. Daniel's still up there in an 88, but 68 points for Henrik, 63 points for Daniel Sedin. Daniel Sedin did have a 30-goal season, which isn't bad. Nyquist on the first line did pretty good this year, 54 points, almost 30 goals, 30 season for him. Marcus Johansson with 45, Nick Bonino with 40 for him. Matthias with 20, Richardson with 20, Chasen had 16. Let's see, Cassian with 15. Jeffrey had Jensen, dude. Jensen got 9 points in 20 games, so that's actually not bad for him, and he actually went up in overall to an 80. So that's pretty good. Getting him some playing time, which is actually pretty good, and he got 9 points in 20 games, which actually is good. 4 goals and 4 goals and 5 assists, so not bad job for Jensen there. Defenseman, let's see here. All right, so Fowler's already jumped up to an 85. He had 49 points this year. Most of those probably came with the Anaheim Ducks. Hamhuis with 36, Edler with 26, Spiza with 23, Tanev with 13, and Stanton had 10. And then if we take a look at our goaltenders this year, Eddie Lack and Ryan Miller. Eddie Lack had 33 games started. Ryan Miller had 53, a 2.44 for Ryan Miller, 3.25 for Eddie Lack. Miller did go 500, 23, 23, and 3. Eddie Lack 10, 18, and 2. Ryan Miller with save percentage of .921. Eddie Lack under 9. 5 shutouts for Miller, 1 for Eddie Lack, and that about does it for all the stats. So, you know, first line of the Sedins did pretty good. You know, I want to take a look at team stats. Obviously, we're going to be down near the bottom of the order and everything. Actually, no. Did we finish above the Calgary Flames? Yes, we did. We finished above the Calgary Flames. Holy crap. The Calgary Flames actually were one of the worst teams in the league, so I don't think we're going to be getting Connor McDavid unless we try to trade up for him. But we had 74 points on the year, which wasn't the worst in the Pacific Division. How about in the entire league? Let's see. Sorted by points. And then we'll take a look at all the other teams that made it. So, yeah, we were the second worst team, tied with the Buffalo Sabres. So it's going to look like Calgary. So we might have the second overall pick. If Calgary doesn't take Connor McDavid, then we might actually have a shot for him. Let's go check out all the teams that are in the playoffs. So Chicago, President's Trophy by a mile, 120 points. That's understandable. So Chicago, Montreal, LA, the Rangers, Pittsburgh, Toronto, Florida, Ottawa, Tampa Bay, Anaheim, and Edmonton. Those were Carolina and Winnipeg, St. Louis, Minnesota, San Jose. So those are all the teams that made the playoffs this year. San Jose was the 21st team in the entire, rated 21 in the entire NHL, and they still made the playoffs with only 83 points. Wow, that's pretty insane. Pretty insane. And the team like Philadelphia had 89 points. Boston had 95 points, and they didn't even make the playoffs. Whew, man, that Eastern Conference was tough. 95 points, a 44-31 and 7 record, and they did not make the playoffs. Very, very interesting. So I have all these teams, you know, I agree with it. Chicago, Montreal, yeah. LA, the Rangers, Pittsburgh. Toronto, maybe. Florida, maybe. Ottawa, yeah, I can see that. Well, actually, no, I don't really see Ottawa. Tampa Bay, I can see. Anaheim, yes. Edmonton, no. Carolina, not really. Winnipeg, not really. Blues, yes. The Wild, yeah. San Jose, maybe. But yeah, so there's all the stats. Let me go check out the stats for us. Let's see. Goals for per game was 2.35. Goals against 2.8. Power play was 15. Penalty kill was 81. And there we go. So we were still we were a plus team on the road, 20-17-4. So that's not bad. All right, so that is all the stats, I believe. Let's go check out the playoff tree, see what it's looking like. I know there was an easy way to get to that. Oh, excuse me. I think it was in stats. Yeah, it was. Is that the whole entire like list? Playoff. Those are playoff stats. Okay, so here I like the new little playoff bracket as well. So in the West, you have St. Louis against Winnipeg, Chicago against San Jose, Anaheim against Edmonton, and LA against Minnesota. And then the East, Pittsburgh against Carolina, Rangers against Ottawa, Toronto against Florida, and Montreal versus Tampa Bay in a rematch. All right, so that's all the teams that are in the playoffs, and now we can basically sit back and relax as we can let the simulating do its thing. And we can go all the way up to the day before the trade deadline, or the day before the draft, which would be in June. NHL entry draft is right there. And we will simulate all the way up to that date. So this actually probably could take a long ass while because of all the playoff games that have to be played here. So you know what, I'll skip ahead for you guys, save you some time. Alright guys, so we are back. We are on the day of the draft here. I've seen in the videos before, most specifically Yui's, that you can be on the day of the draft and it will not draft the players for you. But you do have to kind of predict where you are going to be in the draft. So I may just want to trade with the Calgary Flames, because more than likely the Calgary Flames are going to be the #1 overall pick this year. So we might actually want to do maybe just a trade up to get their pick as well. So Stanley Cup champions this year, but we're going to check out the awards first. So the Stanley Cup champion goes to the Pittsburgh Penguins this year. So Pittsburgh, I believe, were the winners there. Maybe we'll go check out. I can't really check out the tree anymore, so that's unfortunate. But President's Trophy went to the Chicago Blackhawks this year. Clarence S. Campbell went to LA. So it was LA versus Pittsburgh in the Stanley Cup final. I actually can see that happening. Not going to lie. Alright, so player awards. Art Ross went to... Oh, wow, that was weird. Okay, so Art Ross went to Pavel Datsyuk. Hart Memorial, Pavel Datsyuk. James Norris went to Duncan Keith. Lady Bing, Zach Parise. Calder Memorial went to Evgeny Kuznetsov. Conn Smythe went to Sidney Crosby. Vezina went to Corey Schneider. William and Jennings went to Corey Crawford and Antti Ranta. Bill Masterton went to Johnny Boychuk. Frank Cieselki, Pavel Datsyuk. Ted Lindsay, Pavel Datsyuk. And the Maurice Richard, Corey Perry. So Corey Perry led the league in goals this year. Interesting. Okay, so there's the awards. Let's go to trades, and let's see if we can make a trade with the Calgary Flames. I'm going to... Can I go to scouting? No, I can't go to scouting, so I can't do my little experiment that I wanted to do because I simulated a day. Oh, well. That's fine. Alright, so Calgary Flames. Alright, so we want your first overall pick. We want to move up to your pick. If you guys actually lost the lottery and have like the 3rd overall pick, that will make me very sour. I will be a very sour lemon. So, Calgary, like I said, there's their pick. We don't know what number it is, but I'm going to trade up for it. More than likely, they have the 1st overall pick. Yeah, it's more than likely. It's relatively around the same level. They have, yeah, it's like between the A and the L, and this one is between the A and the L. Looks to be a little bit less, but I'm going to move up to theirs. I'm taking a risk. More than likely, they have the 1st overall pick, so we'll have to see. What could I give them? What could I give the Calgary Flames? They're probably not going to ask for much. So we could give them... Wickstrom actually didn't do too bad this year. Dorsett, nah. Somebody would like not have 1 year left on their contract. Jordan Subban, no. Tanev, Richardson, Matthias, Corrado, no, none of those guys. Let me see. Fox, Roden, nope, none of those guys. This Archibald guy, no. Jeffrey, Cal O'Reilly, I can maybe give him the Cal O'Reilly. Nah, he's got 1 year left. I don't know if we might be able to move up for it. Keynes, he was the guy I signed in free agency, I think, right? 24. Yeah, I want to keep him. No, I don't think we're going to be able to trade. You know what? No, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. I could essentially give them like some draft picks as well, but not going to be able to do it. So I believe we do have 2 first-round picks this year, Montreal's and ours. I wish I could see where Montreal actually ended up to, but I don't think I can. Because, nope, I can't check out the playoff things anymore, because that is just smart with this game. Alright. So, I guess we'll just simulate up here, see what the computer does with our draft, and, we'll take it from there. So we'll go to the re-sign phase, stage, and we'll let the computers do our drafting thing. We'll see who we get. And there we go. So, re-sign phase today. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so we are at the re-sign stage. Now we can go to contracts. And we'll go check out, see who the Vancouver Canucks drafted for our team. So, unsigned. Let's go check out all these unsigned players. So it looks like, are these all the picks we got? Was that it? Was it all these guys? Let me see. Hold on. All main roster guys. All skaters. 15, 16. I think these are it. I think these are my 4 picks. Hold on. Lundholm. 6th round. Yeah. Okay, so we drafted him. Weiser. Yeah, we got him. I think it's these guys. I think it's Hogboom. 4th. No. Mustinen. These were a 5th round. He was a 4th round. He was our 5th round. And he was our 6th round. Okay, did we take a goalie? Did we actually draft a goalie? Oh, okay. I think apparently the computer drafted 2 goalies for us. Yes, they did. Okay, so the computers didn't take Connor McDavid apparently, and they went out and took 2 goaltenders with our 2 first overall picks. Don't know how much of a smart decision that was, but you know, it actually might have not been too bad because these guys look like they could be really, really good. So I believe with the 3rd, okay, we did have the 3rd overall pick. So Calgary lost the lottery actually, and they bumped us down to 3rd. So whoever the 2 teams were in front of us, let me go check out Calgary. Let me see if they actually got McDavid or not. Let me see. Now, let me just continue here first. Can I view other teams or not? Let me see. Can I view other teams? I really would like to view other teams. Manage rosters. I can't even do that either. Could it be in updates, maybe? No, those were the trades on the deadline. Ottawa got in Franzen for a 1st. Thornton from Florida to the Penguins. Those might have been trade deadline things too. I don't know if anybody thinks. Oh, there's retirements too. I don't know where I could find the retirements at. Updates. No, I don't think there's a way I could see it. So maybe we'll check it afterwards. We'll probably check it afterwards, but there is absolutely no way to see who won the lottery, who won the 1st overall pick. But all we know is that Calgary did not win it. And apparently, the computer decided to take 2 goaltenders for us in the 1st round. So, let's go check out these guys, actually. So, with the 3rd overall pick in the draft, we took this guy, who was Patrick Polivka. Yeah, so we took Patrick Polivka with our 3rd overall pick in this year's draft. He was 69 overall, 21 years old, medium potential, but he has medium potential to become an elite goaltender. So that's actually not too bad, I'm not going to lie. A guy like that could really bring a lot of trade value as well. And then also we picked up this guy, Sebastian Auger, or Auger, however you want to say that. 21 years old, high potential to become an NHL starter. So basically, we took him with our 26th. So in essence, we pretty much picked up another Ryan Miller and Eddie Lack. So apparently the Vancouver Canucks management system does not believe in Ryan Miller. Miller's getting up there in age, I will say that. Eddie Lack's year is up next year, so you know, Polivka and Auger could be the 2 goaltenders going into the future for the Vancouver Canucks. So those are our 2 picks that the computer decided to take for us, goaltender-wise, for our 1st round picks. Did we take any defensemen? Or did we take all forwards after that? Now, we took 1 defenseman who has low potential to become a top 4, which is good. And we picked him up in the 4th round, which was actually really good. So we got Jens Hogboom, 20 years old, 70 overall already. Low potential to become a top 4 defenseman. He's 20 years old, 2-way defender. So you know what? He's actually not that bad. If we stole him in the 4th round, 92nd overall, it's actually not too shabby to pick him up for defensemen. Right wingers. We didn't pick up any right wingers. Left wingers, we got 3 left wingers. We got Lundholm. We got Mitchell Lundholm, who was 64 overall, drafted in the 5th round. He has medium potential to become a bottom 6 forward, 18 years old, as a grinder. Okay. And then we picked up this guy, who was Alexei Mustinin. top 9, medium potential to become a top 9 forward, 20 years old, who is a playmaker, 71 overall, 5th round, 145th overall. And then we also got this guy, medium potential to become a top 9 forward as well, in Tim Weiser, 20 years old, playmaker again. Picked him up 122nd. And then that must mean our center is the last pick. Or no, we didn't pick up any centers. Okay, interesting. No centers picked up there. Alright, so yeah, so that's what we're dealing with right now. Computer decided to take 2 goaltenders for us, so that'll be interesting. I think I'm going to call it a video for right here. I'm going to call it a video for right here. We did a lot. Next up, we'll do the re-sign stage, so let me know what you guys think for the re-sign stage, what we should do about who the rookies we should sign. I think it would be our best interest to sign those 2 goalies. Honestly, I think it would be best interest since they are elite potential. You know, I think it would be best for them if we get those guys started. Both of them started and playing right away. You know, I don't know if I'm going to keep both of them, but I definitely want to keep the elite, the medium potential guy for elite. Even though the other guy had high potential to become an NHL starter, medium potential for an elite guy. Both of them are 21 years old and they're both around the exact same overall. You know, we can have this Auger guy as a pretty good tradable asset for something. And, you know, but like I said, so goaltender-wise, Eriksson is the guy we have to re-sign. Defense, let's see who it is. Subban, so there's two-way. Yannick Weber for depth, I guess. Spiza we have to sign. Corrado, Stanton, Tanev. So Stanton might be a questionable thing there. Tanev, I think, will re-sign. Tomarins, yep. So those are for the defense. Right wingers, Chasen, Jensen, Johansson, no, not Cassian. So really, Johansson, Jensen, Chasen. Left wingers, let's see, Nyquist we have to re-sign. And centers, don't think there's any other centers. Matthias, Brad Richardson. So we do have $21 million worth of cap space left to work out. I think we should have more than enough cap to sign everybody. Might have some leftover room in free agency if we want to do some crazy stuff there as well. But that's where I'm going to leave it there for right now. You guys saw our contracts situations there. Let me know ideas what to do there. Maybe to make some trades in free agency after we see who is going to be available in free agency. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll take it from there. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe as always. Shout out to my management computer system for drafting 2 goaltenders in the first round. And shout out for Calgary for losing the lottery and bumping us down a slot in the lottery. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.